Hi guys, Tommy here, Man City Fan TV. Hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's had a good day and is keeping safe. Tonight we are doing player ratings from last night's superb victory down in Wales against Swansea, where we won 3-1. We're going to cover a little bit of that, talk through your man of the match like we did last week, and bits and bobs. We're going to just break the news to you in the past few minutes, the draw for the next round of the FA Cup. And at the end, if we've got a little bit of time, I might let you ask me a few questions. We could do like a mini 10 to 15 minute Q&A at the end. We'll see. But let's get into your comments first, and then we can get started. So, who is on? We've got Simon, FA Cup draw, Everton versus Man City. It certainly is. Certainly is. I'll go into the full draw once I've said the hellos. Jack Lee's on. Good evening, Blues. We've got the Toffees in the next round. We certainly have. FIFA Madfoot says, "Hi Tom, the fisherman." Andy said some. Oh, we've got a few more here. Andy says, "Got to beat what's in front of you. Win a cup competition. Let's hope Everton rest some players for a top four push. Fingers crossed." Leonard London's on. Even everyone. Tom, evening. Alexander Griffin's on. Morning. All happy with that draw. Yeah, exactly. It's good. Kurt's on. Everton will focus on the cup and try and take the Europa League spot. Can't see them honestly targeting top four. Who knows? Charlie Everett says, "Yeah, Andy. Angelotti did say a place in Europe would be better than Africa." Yeah, certainly. Kurt's saying hello to you all. Jack Lee's on. Evening, Tom, mate. Hope you're well, buddy. Cheers, Jack. Hope you're well too, mate. Who we got? We've got CE1 saying, "Tom, beautiful hat. I enjoyed the live last night. Really good. PS. Oh, thank you very much." Another fan. Hey, random, but at least someone thinks I'm good looking. I've all got a Valentine's though, lads, lads and girls. So unfortunately, Man City Fan TV and the compliments from C, one of the only things I'm going to get. Safat Pandy's on. Hey, Tom, great to be here. It certainly is, my friend. It certainly is. Sean Fogarty, hi, Everton. Hi, Everton will not be easy at Goodison in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. No, it certainly won't. It's a tough game anyway. No matter when you go to Everton, Goodison Park, it's always tough. And, we will see that next Wednesday when we play them. It'll be a tough game, that. Tough game. At least United got hard, the Jordans. Yeah, Leicester, very tough. Very, very tough. So, yeah, quickly just going into the basic outlines of that draw then. So, we have got Barnsley or Chelsea versus Sheffield United. Leicester versus Manchester United, a good draw there. Bournemouth versus Southampton, the tie. That's not really an eye-catcher. And then we've got Everton versus Man City. That is, it's a good set of draws, if Barnsley pull off a decent game tonight, who knows? They could be playing Premier League opposition in Sheffield United. And, it's the magic of the FA Cup. Anything can happen, You have to beat what's in front of you. It will be a tough game. No denying that. But, you look at the great teams in the past. They've beaten everybody to get the competitions. You can't, rely on a draw to, be easy for you all the time. We've come lucky with some of the draws. You have to look at that. Cheltenham, maybe they can argue was an easy one. Swansea, possibly easy. So Everton is a real time to just show ourselves and look how we are on all four fronts, because that is what we want to show. 100%. Kurt's saying, get the likes in early for Tom and all his efforts, certainly. The new presenter on the channel, Kurt, doing a smashing job this week. I obviously haven't been on. Busy with work and college, but just so you know, the celebrations in my household when we beat Liverpool was unreal too, as were the scenes on the live vlog, which was absolutely unreal too. It was a brilliant vlog. If you haven't checked it out, go and check the best bits out that Andy put up the other day. Absolutely brilliant, absolutely brilliant to see. Len London, away or home is the same for City. No fans anyway. No, exactly. Everton were always a bogey team for us when they had Moyes and Tim Cahill. Oh, Tim Cahill, honestly, he always had us. Andy says, let's get Tom a girlfriend for Valentine's Day who can resist the cap. I tell myself that, Andy, and there's still no anything there. The cap obviously is a thing to resist, because nobody's coming yet. Ronnie Beaver's on. Evening Blues, evening Tom, evening Ronnie. Hope you're well, mate. Sean says we're in the FA Cup to win. We certainly are. Chris says, has Lucy dumped our Thomas? No, she never had one anyway. Never. There you go. Andy's Lucy has a BF, Chris. Keep up. Exactly. Keep up, Chris. Keep up. He says, hey, Charlie. aka KDB's son. Brilliant. So, getting into the player ratings, last night, an absolute professional performance down in Wales. We played very, very well. You have to look at, we went down there with a decent squad. I must say, we went down there with a decent squad. Obviously, the guys covered what they thought last night. So I'll just do a little 2-minute thing on what I thought. I thought we played very, very well. We wasted a few chances, but what do you expect? It's one of the games in the next few games that you could probably say, let's sit back a little bit, play our football. We're not going to be, affected too much. So I'd probably say that, we controlled the game throughout, 74% possession to their 27, 17 shots to their 6. We had 7 on target to their 1. So, that's the thing. You have to look at that again. They only converted 1 goal out of 1 shot. So that's what sort of, it's the defensive side still. That's still okay. Although it was a B team back 4, I must say, which is, another goal conceded with, certain players in that back 4. And you can tell the difference without Johnny and Diaz and Cancelo. And, you can tell the differences, but we won. So I'm not going to go into too much of that. But you can see the weaknesses without the main men in there. And that's why you saw your strongest back 4 play last Sunday. Because, in my opinion, that was your strongest back 4 at the moment. I believe that Zinchenko is the main man at the moment at left back, Cancelo the main man at right back, and then obviously your 2 centre backs. A lot of people are saying about Diaz whether he could be injured or not. He hasn't been seen in training, and the reason why he wasn't playing last night is because of an injury scare. So hopefully he's okay, but I can't give you too much information on that because there isn't any at the moment until obviously Pep's press conference in the next. I think it'll be tomorrow because we play Saturday night. But yeah, we played well. We played well. So like always, we go through the squad. We look at Simon Wojciechowski's stuff on the Manchester Evening News. Then we've got the 2 polls from the Twitter and the community chat earlier on where we will discuss the man of the match. And then we will sort of just go into a Q&A afterwards, like I said. But before I go in, we're just going to go back into the comments. Noah Pearson says, can't beat a flat cap. You certainly can't. Andy says, we only tune in for Tom's love life. You certainly do. You certainly do. Scott Williams, Tom playing hard with Lucy God tactics, fella. Yeah, exactly. You have to play hard. Chris Begg says, hey, Jack, I'm good, thanks. Chris is always good. He's do you think Kevin will be back after the best after a kind of break? Hopefully so. He looked quite knackered, so hopefully the preparation to come back. He's been training his own light training in the past few days, along with Sergio as well, who is back in training. I think he did 15 minutes. But with Kevin, I can believe definitely. Any nice girls out there around the Yorkshire area? Tom is available. He certainly is. He certainly is. Mine's on. Hi, Tom. Hope you're well, buddy. Good to see Rodrigo back training. Yeah, exactly. It's good. It's good. Nora Batty. Hi, Martin. Everybody's saying hello to Martin. I'm not skipping it. I just need to get into the show. Best midfielder in the world, I believe, Andy. He certainly is. So let's get into the first man. And I must say, it is good to see a second keeper as good as this. And it is Zach Steffen. So if you'd like to get your ratings in for Zach, I will just read out what Simon Wojciechowski says. He says, very little to do with Swansea, struggling to test him all evening, but didn't manage to keep a clean sheet. He organised the defence well, and he gave him a 6. Now, I presume it's quite tight, that maybe a 6, but obviously, not, keeping the clean sheet does knock off 1 for the keeper, and it was, you could argue it was a good finish, but, let's see what you guys think. So we've got Sean Fogarty says 7. Leonard London saying a 6. SOS2907 is a 6. Kurt MCFC says 6.5. Andy Milne says poor for the goal, 5. Yeah, I thought it was quite poor for the goal. Simon says 6.5. We've got Martin saying 6.5. We've got Chris saying 6. We've got Phyllis's Big Blue Rabbit saying Steph 7. We've got Rocco Phillips 6.5. We've got Scott Williams saying 6.5. There's a pattern here of 6.5, so I must say. Any more for any more? We've got FIFA Madfoot 21 saying 9. That is quite a rare score compared to the rest. We've got Shedders saying 6. Didn't have much to do. do a bit unfair to blame for him for the goal, but wonder if his feet were frozen. Exactly, cold feet is a big thing for keepers at the moment, Who knows? Cold feet, maybe. Neil Handstock says, Zach 6.5, nothing to do, but goal wasn't his fault. No, it wasn't. It came from the right-hand side. It did. It came from the right-hand side, but, that's it. Zach 6 says Andy. Jack Lee says 6.5. We got Ronnie Beaver who says a 7. Thought Martin was taking a break. Yeah, I thought that too, Andy. He's always here. He's always here. I didn't expect him to be here, to be honest. But yeah, it's good to have him here. It's good to have him in. So, after what everybody said there, I must say we can give Zach. It's one of them, really. A lot of people saying 6s, 6.5s. I will give him a 6. We'll give him a 6.5. I know we don't really like doing decimals a lot of the times, but I believe a lot of people we do. Oh God, Martin's only pooped to say hello to us all. Oh dear, we don't want him to be pooping, especially on live stream anyway. Yeah, so I'd give Zach a 6, 6.5. A lot of you have said 6.5, so we will do what you guys have said. I believe maybe 6 is a little bit too low, so 6.5. 6.5 is probably what we're going to say there. On to the next man, and we are going to the right back, and that is Kyle Walker. Sam Brajowski says they all count, especially when you don't score many. Otherwise, a confident return to the side as the part of the back three that will keep him in mind for the future selections. 7. That's what it is. A 7. He scored. You can't deny that. I thought he did okay, but it's like the argument with Cancelo before is if you're not getting enough game time, are you going to play as well? Whereas Cancelo's getting more game time now, so. I don't believe that he was poor, but I don't believe he was top notch. He gave the ball away a few times, but he scored, so you can't really criticise him too much. Andy's laughing at what I've just said about Martin. We've got Walker 10, says FIFA. We've got Leonard London, says 7. We've got Charlie Everett, 7.5. Sean Fogarty, 8. Chris, 8. Simon, 8. SOS2907 says 7. Martin says, Mrs. in Tesco, so far I'd say hello whilst I was waiting. You might by the sounds of it, Martin, you need to go to Tesco public toilets, mate. Rocco Phillips says 8.5. Jack Lee, 8. Blue Moon says 7.5. Kurt says 7.5, getting back to 100%. Andy Milne says, great to see him back. 8, it certainly is. Felix's Big Blue Rabbit says Walker 7. Neil Handstock says Walker 7, much better than previous match. He certainly was. Andy's saying 8. We've got Walker the Legend 10, says Martin. 7.5, solid, exposed at times, but leaves an imprint in Pep's mind. Scott Williams says, very true. 7, solid and great vision for his goal. Martin says 8. Peter Curry says 7. 8.5 recovery pace for Ronnie Beaver. City Chippy, aka my dad, says 7.5. And we've got Man City fans saying Walker good for defending. He certainly is. He certainly is. He certainly is. Let's have a look. We have got. I will apologise early, Ivor, for the half pint scoring. Yeah, so it's one of them, really. There's a lot of people saying 7s, a few people saying 8s. Siri's just come on. I don't know why. There we go. I don't know where that. I don't know why that came on. Then it was starting saying what I was saying about Kyle. Then it's interesting with Kyle. You've got a lot of pressure at the moment with Cancelo's form, but you can't really argue with what he was doing yesterday. I must say, he did okay. Sometimes a little bit weaker, but he's just coming back. Kurt asked what Siri gives Walker. I don't know what Siri gave me. I didn't give him enough time to give me a rating. But I think we will go. I wouldn't say that he was man of the match, but I wouldn't say he was shocking. And you guys have said, the majority of you have said 8s. So we will give Kyle an 8. Because I wouldn't say he was the worst of the back four last night. I don't think anybody was really bad, to be fair. But, it is what it is. Andy says, Siri told me today that Walker is better defender than Cancelo. The cheek. Siri, on your phone, is obviously not the same as my phone. My phone, it's a good phone. This Siri's good. He's called Wow. Oh dear. But yeah, it's all opinions. He's probably a better defender. Who knows? He probably is. He is a better defender. But we're lucky to have two good right backs. That's all I'm going to say. Some people favour Joao more. Some people favour Kyle more. We're lucky to have two right backs who want to play at the club. And, with Cancelo saying in the past few weeks that he wants to stay at the club for a very, very long time, it's very, very good news. And Walker deserved a little bit of praise last night because he scored, An 8 is what he deserves because he scored, I'd have given it to Cancelo, so Walker deserves it too. I'm not biased towards any of them. Andy's saying here, he says, only you favour Cancelo. I prefer Cancelo myself personally, but I'm happy to see Kyle play and put in a shift. I'm happy to see any player coming and put in a shift. Which, and Simon says, good point, Kurt. Good point. I did read it out. He did say 7. I don't know if I did say it or not, but I did read out what he said, but I don't think I actually did this the rating. So he did say a 7. So we've done a little bit more. I love Cancelo as a false 8. Yeah, fair enough. Bring that back later, Safak, when I do a little Q&A at the end, and I'll give you my opinion. On to the next man. A lot of people would probably call him a Judas, but we'll move him on nicely. Eric Garcia. A couple of wobbles when he was beaten in the air for pace, his 2 limitations as centre-back, but he also got the team out of a couple of tricky positions we were reading of the game. A 7. Yeah, don't worry, Kurt. It's fine. Don't worry, mate. We just read it out again, mate. I did. So it's a 7. So yeah, it's fine. -1. He shouldn't even be able to get on the bus. Strong opinions. We've got. Here we go. And A says Leonard London. Andy says Garcia solid 7. Neil Hanstock says Garcia 6. I like him, but he was at fault for the goal tonight and the 3 against Leicester earlier in the season. He'll be better off at Barca. Chris says a 7. Safak says Garcia 7. We got Simon says 6. We got Scott Williams says 6.5. Good block in the first half, but poor at heading, not a Premier League player. No, I agree with that. Kurt says 7. Ronnie Beaver says 2. Jack Lee says 6.5. Sean Fogarty says 5. Peter Curry says 6. SOS2907 says 6.5. Shedders says Garcia 5, out of position number of times and at fault for their goal. Andy Milne says poor in my honest opinion, 5. Blue Moon says 5, he was okay, not great. And Rocco Phillips says 6. I must have to agree. I do agree with the majority of them. He was a little bit off at times, but obviously he put in a few good challenges. And no matter what people think of him at the moment, it looks like he's going out. But you have to look. It's one of them. You have to look at different things. He's still putting in a shift. Maybe he shouldn't play 100%. He shouldn't really play. But you can't deny the lad of a good game, and I think he really did good. And I as much as he's disliked by people, if he was still wanting to stay at the club, what would his score have been? We can't shadow the fact that he played well personally. So I believe Garcia deserves a 7 for last night. I believe a lot of people are saying he can't, like Ronnie's saying here, no pace, can't defend. But before he, we could go back, to just before he got knocked out in that Arsenal game, it's one of them. It's one of them. We were criticising him, saying, look, this could be the future, him and Laporte, this, that, and the other. Stones will be out the door, and it's completely changed. So I believe that we have to judge him on the player that we thought before he wanted to leave. Things haven't worked out for him, and he's obviously probably going to leave in the summer now for a free. Maybe that's a bit of a dodgy move, but you have to look at the player in general, and I believe that, he played well last night. And a lot of people are laughing at me, saying sevens. A lot of people are laughing at me. But, it was like the Sane situation. A lot of people criticised him after he wanted to leave, and we shouldn't do that. A lot of people have opinions on him, and I believe that he's a good player. And, if he wasn't going to Barcelona, what would the opinions on his performance have been last night? Probably in the 8s and 9s, saying he's absolutely class. And, we've got Stones, Diaz, Laporte, everybody. So I believe we should still base our opinions on that, not the fact that he wants to leave in the summer, because I believe that he did an all right job last night. Charlie says we are talking about today's game, though, aren't we? No, it's not today. It was yesterday. Andy's saying we have already made decisions on it, mate. We have enough mods for now. When we hit 25k, we might need some more. Then we'll go back and look at those who have emailed us. Yeah, Andy covers the mods and stuff, so there you go. SOS, he's not physical enough, too small. Yeah, possibly so. Man City fans says fine by me. Yeah. I just don't rate him. Exactly. Everybody has opinions, mate. Everybody has opinions. But I believe, he played okay last night. He wasn't the worst of the players last night, that's for sure. My dad's saying, are you on Jack Daniels? No. Give Garcia a break. He's 19. It's still time to improve. He won't be improving at our place. We can. He's going to leave. He's going to leave. So that's not the point. I'm just saying that he played well last night. He played well. There's no point. He's still a City player as it stands. Leonard London says, honestly, didn't care about Milner or don't care about Garcia. Sane was the one for me. Fair enough. Charlie's saying Tom's drinking the game. No, I am. Nice bottle of Lucozade. Man City fan says Garcia is not even like PK. PK was taller and more physical. Charlie Everett says, out of position lots of times, was at fault for the goal that Swansea scored. It wasn't necessarily his fault. I wouldn't say it's his fault. City Chip says Garcia is awful. Possibly so, Dad. Possibly so. He's not. He wasn't the worst of the two centre backs last night, personally. But because he wants to stay at the club, he'll probably get shadowed. Tom has got his Jack Daniels hidden in City Chippy. That's not a mic. It's a Camelback pack full of JD and Coke. Scott Williams says Leonard Sane got subbed today in the Tim Pot World Cup final. Wasn't great from what I saw. No, his confidence has probably been knocked. And bearing in mind, Bayern Munich can't play 17 million or something to us at some point. He might be coming back. Honestly. Why don't Yorkshiremen wear elasticated pants because they give? Sean Fogarty, I think a good player, but because he be at City, then he should go. People actually watch that Club World Cup. We will be if we win the Champions League next year. He thinks he can fool us, Andy. On to the other centre-back, Emerick Laporte. I'll just put it into the chat. There you go. Simon Bajowski says he didn't get forward as much as he can with Mendy on the left, but was one of the City's biggest threats from a set piece. The Frenchman looked unflustered in his duels, but will be disappointed with the role in the Swansea goal, a 6. See, I believe that he was one of the faults for the goals. See, this is the difference. Shedder's won. Laporte's solid performance, yet I thought Laporte was worse I thought Laporte wasn't as good as Garcia last night. Leonard London, 7. Lorenzo Aranje, 7. Andy says 7 for Laporte. Laporte, 7.5. Kurt, 7. Andy Milne, solid 7. Rocco Phillips, 8.5. Chris Baker, 7.5. This is the difference, guys. If we're giving this man a performance of a 7, why does Garcia not deserve one? When I believe, a lot of people think Garcia played better. SOS 2907 says 6.5. Ronnie Beaver says 8. Neil Handstock says Laporte 7. Still trying to get back to his old self. Yeah, he is. He has a big knot with the great partnership. But if Diaz is injured, this might be his chance to get back into the squad. 6.5. He had an okay game, but made a few mistakes. At this level, that shouldn't be acceptable. Very true. Very, very true. 9 from a FIFA. City Chippy says Laporte 7. Jack Lee says 6. Says 7. Sorry. Sean Fogarty says 6. Andy says, spot on, Tom. I just take Garcia, and that's what stops the rating from being high. If Garcia gets a 7, then Laporte gets a 9. Kurt says, thought Garcia and Laporte both 7s last night. Nothing between them for me. I thought Laporte was slightly worse, but it's opinions, isn't it, guys? It's opinions. 7 didn't make a case to remove Stones from the team. Garcia was at fault for the goal. Charlie Everett says, aren't we basing it off yesterday's game, though, Tom? Laporte played much better than Garcia. Watch the game back like I did. Garcia was awful. Okay, fair enough. Tom, you clearly watched a different game to me. Garcia was too slow, out-muscled, not good enough. Okay, so if we go back, I don't know if you... Let's fast forward 6 months. Laporte's only playing FA Cup games. He's not playing a lot of games. And, he puts in the same performance as he did last night, but he wants to leave, which has already been rumoured that he's not happy. It's already been rumoured that he could go. Let's see the player ratings for him putting in the same performance, and I can guarantee you everybody that says 7s, 8s, 9s will probably give him a 5 because he wants to leave. That's all I'm saying. We will see. We will see what happens. We will see. We will see what happens. Exactly. Hate's a strong word. I don't believe we should hate a player just because he wants to leave us. It's ridiculous, really. Garcia wasn't awful, Charlie. What are you talking about? He wasn't awful. I always support the 11 wearing the blue shirt. 10 for the majority of the people, to be fair. A lot of people don't seem to like Garcia. Garcia wants out, get him gone. David Silva wanted getting out. The Fernandinho's not signing the contract. He wants to leave as well, but we're not telling them to get gone because they've played at the club for how many years? To be fair, lads, Garcia came out of the cold to play at the least. Laporte had more game time recently. Exactly. It's my opinions, they say, haha. Well, Charlie, it's true, mate, but, it's just one of them. It's one of them. I'm not going to go into it too much, but I believe that we're going to base the Laporte, and we will give him and the majority of the people are saying 8s. Well, we'll go back up 7s. No, to be fair, a lot of people are saying 7s. So we'll give him the same. 7. I'm not comparing legends. I'm not comparing him, Leonard. I'm just saying different players get different opinions, and it's unfair that the guy at 19 wants to go back to his childhood club and gets criticised for it. That's all I'm saying. I don't mind him. I just thought he was fairly average last night. Fair enough. Agree, Shedders. Laporte will probably leave if he doesn't get game time. But how many errors in big game has Laporte had? Quite a few, to be fair. Quite a few. Fair point, Kurt, but I just don't rate Garcia, and that's not because he's leaving. I just don't see it. That's fair enough because you don't see it, Shedders. You're not saying you hate him. You're not saying you hate him because he's leaving. That's it. Man City fan says Garcia won't play against unless we have injuries. Very true. Chris Baker says sell them all, bunch of losers. Yeah, exactly, Chris. That's the attitude. Fair enough. Yeah, exactly, mate. Kurt says feels a bit of a 0.5 if at all. It's not a big deal. No. Let's move on. Seems Charlie wants to debate tonight. Bring it on. I think if Messi comes to us, then Garcia, no, he won't. He wants to go to Barcelona, to his childhood club. Man City fan, I hope Leicester knock out United. Yeah, fingers crossed. On to the next man. And this man is Benjamin Mendy. Let's see what you guys think of him. On his first start since the FA Cup game at Cheltenham, Mendy was given the left wing to push up and down. He wasn't bad, but just wasn't that involved, with most of the City's play coming through the middle. A 6. Got a 6 for Benjamin last night. I must say he did okay last night. He wasted a few chances up front, but he was defensively solid and nothing came down his side. Mendy, solid 7. Sean Fogarty, 8. Leonard London, 6.5. I would have gave Mendy a 6, but missed a couple of chances to seal the game. Yeah, he did. Chris, 6.5. Jack says 6.5. Furnace City legend Garcia's not getting gone. He just wants to go back to his childhood club. Rocco Phillips, 8. Charlie Everett, 7. FIFA says 5. SOS 2907 says 7. Mendy, 7. I still think there is promise. 6 wasn't great, but did okay, says Shedders. Kurt says 8. Unlucky not to get a goal from the Mahrez ball. Great defending from the Swansea player. Blue Moon 7. He had a solid game. Andy Milne 7. Scott Williams says Tom, don't have an issue with him wanting to go back to Barca, but don't do your dirty washing in public. Naive. Fair enough. Kurt MCFC 7. Misclick. Yeah, I was gonna say 6 or so. Eddie Brownhill. City Jibby says 3. Bad attitude should be left on the bus with Garcia. Scott Williams says 7.5. Charlie's saying Kurt's been drinking. ADL. There you go. I need to watch the game back. Kurt's been drinking. Andy's having a debate with Charlie. It's all going on in the comments with Charlie this evening. Yeah, I thought Benjamin did okay last night. There's a lot of, stuff with him that's going on, but you can't deny good performance in front of goal. Slightly off, but, a left back's a left back. He's not the sort of guy like Cancelo who can play number 8 and look comfortable. He's not as agile as him. So, was he as good as some of them? Well, if we've got, hey up. Mendy, Garcia, Mahrez on the same bus. Fair enough. I'm a dreamer, Charlie. What can I say? I must say, I don't think he played badly last night, but I don't think he was one of the best. So I will give Benjamin Mendy a 7. We'll give him a 7. We'll give him a 7 because I don't believe that he was worse than any of the others. I must say he was okay. He wasn't as bad as Garcia as people are claiming. I didn't really see much, but Walker gets an extra rating as an 8 because he got the goal, but the rest of the back four deserve a 7. I must say. Mendy, like Garcia, have been in the cold for so long. Don't expect 10 out of 10. No, exactly. And especially when you've got the standards of Stones, Diaz, Cancelo at the moment, Zinchenko. It's hard to live up to that, which it was the B team defence. I'm not going to lie to you. I believe that's our second choice defence, really. But, what do you expect? We weren't playing a massive game. We had it controlled, really. He should have scored, but, it is what it is. On to, I believe, the man who will probably get the highest results this evening. I believe that he was class last night. Great to see him back in training today. It is the man, Rodri. He really is in terrific form right now. The holding midfielder dictated to play, split the defence for the second goal, and even showed flashes of pace to shut down some Swansea counters and 9. It was class last night. He was brilliant. 8 man of the match, says Leonard. Got Rodri, solid 8.5, says Andy. Sean Fox says 9.5. Charlie Everett says Rodri 8.5. Always been fantastic since he came to City. Jamie Shaw 8.5. We've got FIFA. Saying 15. Kurt saying 9. What a player. What a pass to Raz. Take a bow some certainly. We've got Andy Milne saying good game. We've got Shedder saying Rodri man of the match 9. We've got Chris Baker saying 8.5. We've got Jack Lee saying 8.5. We've got Neil Hanstock saying Rodri 8.5. Hope he's okay for Spurs. He's back in training today. He's absolutely fine. We've got Addy saying a 10. We've got Blue Moon saying 9. Had a great game. Definitely man of the match. We've got Rocco Phillips 9.5. We've got City Chippy saying Rodri 9. Should be sitting at the front of the bus. At least not parking the bus. SOS 2907 8.5. Solid joint man of the match with Gabby. Eddie Brownhill 8 making steady improvement. Ronnie Beaver 7 from me. As not a fan, I'm surprised at myself. 8.5, great pass to Raz. He certainly was. Very impressed. So what else we got? Leonard saying, do you guys consider City play the championship team? Do you guys consider City play the championship team? Some of the ratings. You have to beat every team in front of you, Leonard, It's no different to, us going to play Cheltenham. We were rating some of our players, high ratings, it's they deserve ratings. Just because we're playing a championship team doesn't mean that we're gonna rate them lower. You rate them on the game out of 10. You know, every game gets you to a final. That's how I see it. That's how I see it. But yeah, Rodri. We'll come into the man of the matches and stuff later. We will do a whole man of the match. We'll do a whole man of the match at the end. But from everybody, I think we're giving Rodri a 9. I must say, definitely impressive by the man himself last night, who is in very good form. I must say, you know, that's out of the 3 play ratings I've done in the past 3 weeks, he's had 2 of them man of the matches, you know, which is very impressive from a CDM with the players that we've got. That's for sure. We've got the next man. We've got Ilkay Gundogan. No goal outrageously. No wonder he was taken off early. A tidy performance in midfield, keeping the tempo of the team up. A 7. He didn't do much last night, but what do you expect? You know, it's solid from Gundogan. He always puts in a good shift. You know, there you go. 7, says Andy. Leonard London says 7.5. Chris Baker 7.5. We've got Sean Fogarty says a 7. We've got Jack Lee saying 7 solid. We've got Rocco Phillips saying 8. SOS 2907 says 7. Mr. Whippy 8. Number 8. So there you go. And number 8 from City Chippy. We've got Neil Hanstock says Gundo 7. Ticking along nicely. Shedder's 1. Quiet game. Solid 7. Yeah, I want to get on the score sheet for a rare time there last night. Jamie Short 7.5. We've got Kurt saying 7.5. Take him off early, so that's good. It certainly is. Scott Williams says 7.5. Eddie Brownhill says a 7. How can we award anything other than a 10? Andy Milne's quite a game, but dependable. 7, exactly. Charlie says 7.5. Ronnie Beaver says 7.5. Ran the attack, taken off to save him for Saturday as needed. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly why we did that. Blue Moon 8. He did his job and was there for when he was needed, when he needed to be. He certainly was. I believe Ilkay did very, he did okay last night. You know, we're not expecting out-and-out performances from him every week because, you know, he's going to save himself for the big games. Bearing in mind, he is probably a big game player at the moment, you know, scoring 2 goals at Anfield, you know. We've just got one more before I put our ratings down, 7.5. And that moves on nicely. That's what I think we will give Ilkay Gundogan last night. Just take that off there. I believe he deserves a 7.5 for last night because I don't think he was as good as certain players. But, you know, when he went off, so 7.5 is probably the best way to put it. Moving on to the next man. Bubblegum. Bernardo Silva. What do you guys think of Bernardo last night? Simon Brzezowski says he grew into the game and his energy is as remarkable as his control. With a ball at his feet, the midfield 3 looks intimidatingly good. A 7. It does look very impressive at the moment. And, you know, I would say, personally, I wouldn't see any of the other guys coming back in at the moment. I wouldn't see Kevin getting back into the squad at the moment. I really wouldn't. I know a lot of people are probably in the comments like, what you're talking about, but form counts. Form counts. London says 7.5 for Bernardo. Chris Baker, 7. Andy says Bernardo, solid 7. Albie Michael says an 8. We've got Charlie Everett says non-stop running great, 7.5. Scott Williams, 7. Sean Fogarty's given us 6. We've got Rocco Phillips saying a 7. We've got Kurt saying a 7. We have got Bernardo, 8, getting better all the time. We've got SOS 2907 says 7. We've got Jack Lee says 7.5. We've got Kurt 7. Exactly. Come back later and I'll give you my opinion fully on that. Answer in the little Q&A I might do at the end, Leonard, and I'll answer that question. 7.5, like Gundo, he did his job and made some good passes. What? He's confused. I don't know what he's confused at. Andy, explain what you're confused at. Shedder's 1, 7.5, getting back to his form. So pleased he's getting his form back, 7.5, says City Chippy. Eddie Brownhill says 7. Look busy again. Great goal. Third goal, 8. Leonard London, you read my mind there, Tom. I certainly did, mate. I certainly did. Ronnie Beaver, 7.5. Ran his socks off, breaking up, play pressing. Ryan Edwards, you're keeping it real, Tom. I certainly am. Good stuff. How's mine? I don't know how Martin is. Swansea City on Twitter. You can ask him yourself. Here we got. Should get upstairs and sort your kid out. He wouldn't have KDB in our team over Bernardo. I never said that. At the moment, I don't believe that we need Kevin De Bruyne urgently. It's not a cry out for help. It's not a cry out for help at the moment. I don't believe we're agonisingly waiting for him to come back. A lot of people probably don't even know he was back in training on his own on Wednesday. A lot of people wouldn't even think that. So that's all I'm saying. He's not necessarily needed too much at the moment. Personally, we've got other players that can do the job at the moment, and that's how it is. Personally, we've got other players who can do stuff. 100%. At the moment, we're not desperately needing him back. It'll be obviously amazing when he does come back, but we're not crying out for help. How much can we get for KD? Have you had him to Martin's lift? No, he's not getting sold. I'm not saying it like that. I'm saying that at the moment we don't need him. Look, we went to Anfield and won 4-1 without Kevin De Bruyne. You know, we've gone on this run. 7 of the games are without Kevin. We haven't missed him. We haven't missed him whatsoever yet. We haven't missed him 100%. We've played as good a football without him as we do with him at the moment, and I believe that was probably because he was carrying a little bit of a knock anyway. That's what I think. Shedders means, to be fair to Tom, we haven't missed him. Probably what he means. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to say. Man City fan, I was reading this article to say KDB is winning a large contract like Messi. Yeah. Sell him. No, we're not going to sell him. Chris, sell KDB. Are you mad? He's pulling your leg. You must know Chris by now. He's having a laugh with you. Ryan Edwards says, you're bang on, Tom. Not miss KDB. Play better as a team. We play better with him overall, but at the moment, I don't believe, we're top of the league. We haven't needed him at the moment. That's what I think anyway. He's pulling your leg. He certainly is. He's average FIFA. Yeah, he is Chris in here. He's average. He is average. He's average. I thought you were saying he was average on FIFA then. I thought he's an average player, Chris. Eh? Anyway, moving back on to Bernardo, unless we've got Chris on. Of course, he's joking FIFA. He's always, Chris always jokes about stuff like that. He always jokes. Dupe MCFC says, hi, Tom, hope you're good. Yeah, I'm good, pal. I'm good. Right, you're delusional if you think we play. Yeah, we don't play better without him. Blue Moon says, no, don't sell KDB. He's a great player and can add to the game, but we haven't needed him lately. No, we haven't. Any team is better with KDB, but we aren't missing him at the moment. That's what I was trying to say. Thank you for all the guys who were backing me up there, because maybe I came across a little bit. Maybe I said it wrong. Maybe to clarify what I was trying to say, we can do the job without Kevin. We're not a one-sided team like some people in Merseyside who need one of the certain defenders from the Netherlands, and they play really poor without him. We can still play our football to a very good standard without Kevin. When Kevin's back, we excel. But when he's not in the team, we're not poor. That's whereas in the past, when we haven't had our big top players, we don't play as good. Whereas now, we're playing well. We haven't played anybody decent yet. Liverpool are decent. The only difference is they didn't have Salah. They're a good side. You can't deny that. But yeah. Moving on back to Bernardo, I think overall a lot of people were complimenting him. A lot of people giving him 7.5s, a few 8s in there. I wonder what people are thinking. Simon Joust gave him a 7. A lot of people are saying 7s and an 8s. We'll go straight down the middle and we'll give Bernardo Silva 7.5. Moving on to the front three last night, we will start on the right wing. Just before that, we've got Chippy saying it's good to know we can do so well without a top player like KDB. Great times. It certainly is. It certainly is. So look, Centurion's title season. We won the title without KDB and Gundogan was playing CDM exceptionally. Maybe we'll do the same against Spurs this weekend. If God forbid Ferner and Rodri are unfit. Rodri's fit. Don't worry, guys. Chris had played Mahrez ahead of KDB. Fair enough, Chris. Fair enough. Now, if anybody does comment, say, Chris, you must be having a laugh. You must know he's joking about that. Honestly, it's the biggest sarcastic. I might take a picture of that just to prove that we can keep that. By the way, this is all banter if it's too much for some. Exactly, it is all banter. It is all banter. Honestly, it's brilliant. It's good to have a laugh. Times are not great at the moment for certain people with everything that's going on. So it's good to have a laugh and say how better Real Madrid is to Kevin De Bruyne. Anyway, moving on to the front three last night, we went slightly off track there after my statement. Ferran Torres. As that's just going into the chat, get your play ratings and I will read what he's had to say for himself, Simon Rajowski. A lively committed performance that saw him test the Swansea keeper a few times on the right before switching flanks for the last half hour, but struggled to stay involved. A 6. Fair enough. A 6 there, maybe. We've got Charlie Everett saying a 7. Proper bants, Andy. It certainly is. LOL SOS. Charlie Everett says a 7. We've got Sean Fogarty saying a 6. Big jump there. We've got Chris saying a 6.5. We've got halftime Barnsley 0, Chelsea 0. Nice little score up there from Charlie. We've got Scott Williams saying a 7. We've got Duper saying 7.1. He was really good sometimes, I feel like. He's quite sometimes, yeah. Torres, 8, because he did create chances, says Albie Michael. Leonard says, like Chris said earlier, sell them all. Exactly, sell them all. Torres, 2.5. I don't know if that is that you being serious, Andy? Leonard London, 7. SOS 2907 says 6.5. 6, he missed his chance to impress. He certainly did, to be fair. He did. Torres worked hard, 7. KDB would fit right into the Barnsley team. He certainly would. Ferran, 7, pretty good considering the lack of football. Definitely. Jeff, yep, exactly like that. Jeff. We've got Blue Moon saying 6.5 was okay, but his performance dropped towards the end of the match. Certainly did. We've got 6.5 like Torres, more when he considered he's closer to Foden. They've given him more natural chemistry. Yeah. 6 still needs time in bed honestly, time in bed. Time to bed in. I don't know why I said that. Shedder's won. 8 had a good game. Sorry, he meant 1.5. Sorry if there was a misunderstanding. Andy meant 1.5. If there was a little bit of a misunderstanding there, he did typo. There was a typo. Typos, happen in this day and age. When especially when you're a popular man like Andy himself, he's got to keep up with all the comments, and he just put a 2 accidentally. Jack Lee says 6.5. Leonard says sell Andy as well. Yeah, we get him sold as well. To start fresh, really. I think the only player we should really keep is probably Eric Garcia. If we can tie him down with a contract, Eric Garcia could be the man to keep, and we can build our team around him if we offer him a decent contract. Andy, mate, what are you on? Anyway, moving quickly on from that, I'd probably give him a 7. I'll give him a 7 because I won't say he was poor. I won't say he was great, but he created chance. Maybe 7's a little bit too much based on if we're looking at other. There you go. Bloody iPhone, 7.5. There you go. Honestly, see, he understands why now, everybody. iPhones these days, honestly. We'll give him a 7. We'll give Ferran a 7. A lot to improve from him, but he's an exciting prospect for us. It'd be good to see what he can do for us and in the future. That's definitely for sure. Give Garcia a 5-year contract. Yeah, I agree. iPhone, nice excuse. Exactly, iPhones. Honestly, who would have them? Anyway, moving on to the striker last night. We'll leave Sterling till last. So we'll go on to the central position and we'll go on to Gabby Jesus. Led the line from the front, testing the goalkeeper early and producing a quality touch and a finish to make the score sheet. An excellent response to not starting at Anfield, an 8. He was brilliant last night. I was very impressed with him. And what a goal as well. What a goal. Albie Michael says, Gabby nice, had a nice goal. Yeah, he was. He was great. 7.5 says Leonard. We have got lovely goal from Jesus, class finish. 8 hallelujah, says Chris Baker. We've got Gabrielle, 8, great goal. We've got Albie Michael, Gabby 9, had a nice goal. Jesus, 8, man of the match, says Andy. We've got Kurt MCFC saying 8. 1 goal, Gabby strikes again. 9 world class, certainly was. Gabby, 9.1. He was really great. Worked hard, especially off the ball. Certainly. 8. Gabby, 1 goal. That's what I've got, Leonard. Garbage. Felicity's Big Blue Rabbit says Gabby, 8. Blue Moon says 8. Got himself a good goal and did his job. Scott, top strike, 8. 8. Fantastic finish for his goal. Never stops running into the channels. Certainly true. 8. Worked hard, plenty of energy. Certainly did. 8. Top strike, says Scott. No, Andy, is garbage. There you go. We love that. Charlie Everett says 7. mcfcfantv 1 goal. Gabby, 9. So else we got here? We've got Charlie Everett says typo. Yeah, we'll let you off. A lot of typos this evening. Strikers sometimes need to play lower teams to fire some goals in them to get back in form. Exactly. He's slowly coming back into it, I believe. You know, I'm very impressed with him at the moment. You have to look at him overall. He's not had a lot of game time. He has been struggling with injuries. So yeah, there you go. I believe a lot of people are saying 9s. I will give him a 9. I definitely think he was on par with Roger last night. We will come to the results of that in a bit. We'll give Gabby Jesus a 9. I believe that he was definitely up there. Some people were choosing Rodri, some people choosing Gabby as man of the matches, but a lot of people are saying 8s and 9s. So we'll give the guy the benefit of the doubt. A lot of people gave him 8s, but you know, with a goal, I'll give him a 9. I think I was very impressed with him last night. And a great goal, you can't deny that. We've got next Raheem Sterling. Sam Rajowski says another performance leading from the front from the captain. He pulled in to allow Mendy to roam around the left, but spotted Rodri when he needed to kill the game off with the calm finish. He certainly did. We've got FIFA saying 7. Charlie Everett saying 7.5. Get your comments in. Sterling 10 had the best game in a while. I don't have you, Charlie. Sean Fogarty says an 8.5. We've got Jamie Short saying an 8. We've got Dupe saying Sterling 8.1. Great movement off the ball. We've got Shedders 1 saying 8.5. Finished 1-on-1. We've got Kurt saying 7.5. We've got Andy Milnes saying solid 8 for Raz. Certainly was. We've got SOS2907 saying 7.5. We've got Chris saying Raz is getting into some form, an 8. He certainly is. I'm getting impressed with him. I am. Leonard London says 7.5. Neil Hanstock says Raheem 7.5. Well taken goal. It certainly was. I must say. It certainly was. He's playing well at the moment. He is playing well. We've got Scott Williams saying 7.5. Good to see a bit of a fight in form with Cooper. Fighting in with Cooper. Yeah, definitely. Anybody else? Get your comments in to see what you think of Raz. Here we go. We've got Eddie Brownhill saying 7.5. Needs to improve his awareness of those around him. We've got City Chippy saying Raz 8. Good for sell Raz. Yeah, get him sold as well, Chris. I completely agree with that statement. 100%, mate. Raz got the Liverpool voodoo off his back now. He certainly has. I think we can really see what people are saying. We'll give Raz an 8. We'll give him an 8. He played well. We've got 3 substitutes to talk about. We've got 4. We got 4. I guess we could do Gomez as well. What time did Gomez come? He got 18 minutes. I don't know if we're gonna. We'll do 3 of them. I won't do Gomez because he didn't really have much to do, and he only had 18 minutes. So I wouldn't. We normally say 25 minutes. For the subs. So we've got the first of the substitutions. It was good to see this man play. Tommy Doyle. He came on for Gundogan on the 56th minute, and Sam Rajowski says some good runs down the right and went close in the final 10 minutes. A 7. FIFA asked that question at the end. I might ask it. I might answer that one. Who knows? Yeah, I could. Yeah, he played okay. He did miss a few chances, but he looked solid and was creating chances. Sean says an 8. Got Doyle 7.1. We've got Andy saying Doyle 6. Leonard saying 6.5. Jamie Short saying talent 7. Got Kurt saying 7. We've got SOS2907 saying 7. Jack Lee saying 7. 6.5 didn't do much wrong, says Shedders. Chris Baker says 7, sell him, no pedigree. True, Chris. Neil Anstock says Doyle 7, didn't look out of place. No, he didn't. Ronnie Beaver says Doyle 7.5, decent. Certainly was. 7, still learning. Jaffa Cake, the answer to the question is in the name. Scott Williams says we've got 7.5. I'd played okay. That free kick had a lot of power. Now just needs to be on target. Certainly does. There we go. We've got 6 for Tommy, says Andy Milnes. Tommy, we'll give him a 7. So Chippy says Jaffa Cake is a cake and 46 calories per cake. There you go. Let us on your calories. If you're looking for a nice snack, get a Jaffa Cake down here. My dad's giving you all the calorie advice. We'll give Tommy a 7. A lot of people are saying 7.5s. You can't argue with him. We've got Chris and Andy's favourite player on now. He came on at the same time as Tommy. I've got Riyad Mahrez. He came on for Sterling on the 56th minute, and Sam Majowski says was involved straight away and troubled Woodman's goal, a 7. Fair enough. We've got a 5 there from Sean Fogarty. We've got Mahrez 10, says Andy, very good. Dupe MCFC, Mahrez 6.5, didn't really do much, to be honest, very true. Mahrez 6. Andy Milnes. Chris Baker says, did he play? 6. Keep him. Yeah, we'll keep Mahrez. I agree with that. Jamie Short 2. Shedders 4. 4 ran out of patience with him. SOS2907 says 6. Kurt says 7.5. We've got Neil who says Mahrez 6.5. I barely noticed him. We've got Ronnie 4 just for the fanboys. That's for his last 5 games there. Fair enough. Dividing it. Scott Williams 6, garbage. The run Tommy went outside for him and slowed the play down, clueless. Jack Lee 5, garbage. Blue Moon 6.5. He did job but didn't wow me. Very fair enough. Harry Costin 7. Lol, Andy. Strong opinions from Riyadh. I don't believe that he deserved a 7. I don't believe that. I don't believe that he deserved a 7. We'll give him a 6.5 because I don't think he was poor, but I don't think he was great. So we'll give him a 6.5 there. We'll give him a 6.5. And on to the last substitution I am going to do this evening. The Stockport Iniesta, my main man, Philip Foden. We'll just get him into the chat. Yeah, we're going to go Mahrez 6.5 just to confirm. Chippy, a donut is a dough and at least 200 calories. There you go. There is your answer to that. So we've got Phil Foden now. And he said, played it, and Sam Majowski says, well, he came on from down on the 60th minute, played like it was 0-0 despite the game already being won. A 6. There you go. What did Mahrez ever do to you guys? Didn't do anything to me. 6.5. City Chippy, you're making me hungry. Foden 6 didn't do much, says Dupe. 6 needs to go out on loan, Shedder says. Chris doing Martin. Chris Baker 6.5, therefore sell him. Leonard London 6.5. We've got Kurt saying 7. Foden 6, Gomez 5. We've got Foden 7, fairly good. We've got Foden another 7. We've got 6.5 there. We've got 7, loan him out. We've got Blue Moon saying 452 calories in a donut, City Chippy. Oh, there you go. All the calories are coming in from people this evening. Scott Williams 6.5. We've got not a lot of people coming in with the scores. We've got a few more now. City Chippy. So what is a pancake? There you go. Inform him. 6.5 from Sean Fogarty. We'll give him a 6.5 then. A lot of people are saying that. So we give him a 6.5. And shall we do him? We will do him. Give Claudio Gomez a little bit of credit. I think it'd probably not be fair. It was his first appearance and he's been at the club for 3 years. That's a small donut. We'll do Claudio. We'll do him. I think it's only fair to be fair. He came on for Roger in the 72nd minute. A well-earned first appearance in 3 years, a 6. I thought he did okay. Didn't have much to do, obviously, but it was nice to see one of the young talents that, he's come on and he's done a little bit of a job. Cake Mish from the Pan FIFA. Lennon says NA. We've got Chris Baker saying a 6. We've got FIFA saying a 0. Gomez 5.1. Gomez 6. 5 lost the ball for the goal. Gomez, not enough time to judge. Very true. 5.5. Don't feel right rating him with only a few minutes on the pitch. I know I was going to say that I wasn't going to do him, but bearing in mind it was his first appearance. 6.5 reminds me of Kante. Me and my dad were thinking that as well, Ronnie. It's not the only one that's thought that. We've got Jack Lee saying 6. Any more for any more? Any more for any more, guys? Get him in for the last of the player ratings this evening. Any more for any more? I don't think we do. Oh, we got 5.5. A couple of nice touches, but gave the ball away for the goal. Still learning. Exactly. I think we'll just give him. Thank you for acknowledging my ones, Tom. No, you're welcome, mate. Very happy he got an appearance, though. Yeah, same here. We'll give him a 6. I don't think he did much wrong. Gomez slightly taller than Martin, he certainly is. We'll give him a 6. Gomez 6. I remember his first debut versus Chelsea as soon as he came on, the referee blew the whistle. I know, the poor bugger. Blue Moon 6.5 made a good tackle. Yeah, he did. So that covers the player ratings. So now we go on to the man of the match. And you guys have been voting over the past few hours. We've had a Twitter poll and we've had a YouTube community poll. The YouTube community poll after 2 hours, 20 minutes before I came live, we had 28% for Gundogan, Rodri 41%, Bernardo 5%, Jesus 18%, and Sterling 8%. We had 98 votes, which is very good to see. So the guys on there are saying Rodri is the man of the match. The Twitter poll, we asked the same question. We had 35 results back from that one. And we're only allowed 4 on this one, remember. We had Gundogan at 17%. We had Rodri at 60%. We had Jesus at 17%. And we had Sterling at 6%. So we can sort of see the outliners there. You can sort of see probably the top 3 is obviously Rodri, Gundogan, and Gabby. A lot of people are saying Rodri. The votes are saying Rodri. Some people are saying Jesus. We've got Rodri and Gabby joint man of the match. Jesus and Rodri a special shout out. Rodri my man of the match. Rodri. I think, with my opinions also, it was the ugliest. Ian Dowie, all the Swansea manager last night. We've got Rodri man of the match. Rodri. Gundo was robbed. Rodri is no Dino, lol. Garcia, fair enough, good shout, but he wasn't on there. I forgot to put him on. I apologise. So the man of the match for last night is the one and only number 16, Rodrigo Hernandez, also known as Rodri for short. We'll call that quits there, and that is Rodri as the man of the match. There we go. I'll do a quick 10 minutes Q&A if anybody's got a few questions. So that is just covered just as you're getting your questions in. A lot of people, special shout out to Jesus. He is, Jesus man of the match for certain people as well. Whilst you're getting a few questions in, I'm only going to do about 5. I'll pick out the best ones, so get your good questions in. What we've covered tonight so far, I've told you we've got in the draw, we've got Everton away. We've covered the player ratings from last night, some debates on which players were better than others. Different bits and bobs, we've covered it. And yeah, we're just going to finish with a quick 10 minutes Q&A. The first question came from FIFA. I must say, he asked if I thought the Jaffa cake was a cake or a biscuit. I must say, I believe a Jaffa cake is a cake. It's in the name, Jaffa cake. There you go. But yeah, get a few questions in and then I'll answer a few and then that'll be us done for this evening. I've got one question. Who would your perfect one be if you could take them on a date? What sort? How am I supposed to answer that? What would be a perfect woman? I don't know, to be honest with you. Are we talking about celebrities, Andy, or just a person in particular? Because if it's a celebrity, I know I'd answer. But yeah, come back to me on that one. quickly. If you mean a celebrity, quickly put it in the comments, and then I will tell you who it'd be for me. If it's a celebrity, then I'll let you know who I think it is. Was waiting for Andy to put it in. Yes or no to the celebrity. You can choose any woman in the world. Oh, for me, it has to be Holly Willoughby. You know, she's I love Good Morning. This morning, absolutely brilliant on ITV. I don't watch it for Phil. I watch it for Holly. She's absolutely brilliant. So yeah, it'd be Holly Willoughby for me, Andy. That's for sure. Duper says, Tom, what trophies do you think Man City will win and why? I believe that if we keep in our form, yeah. So yeah, quickly back to that. Holly Willoughby is the one for me, definitely. Get in your comments. Tom, what do you think? I believe that we could, Duper. I believe that we could win a lot of trophies this season. You know, if we play our game correctly, we can get somewhere. I believe that we can go all four. Walkers or Smiths? Good question, Kurt. You know, because I love Kyle Walker, even though he's nothing to do with the question, we'll go for Walkers. So what's a donut and a pancake? Oh, I'm not getting into the donut pancake debate. What's your favourite cheese? You got to love a bit of cheddar, FIFA. I know you said Rodri is okay for Spurs, but if he wasn't, would you consider Cancelo in this position? Probably not. Rodri's a different man. We've got a few of Andy's questions. Rihanna, Angelina Jolie, Pretty Woman. You could choose any woman in the world. If we were to win one trophy this season, which one would you choose? I'd choose the Premier League based on the fact of the gap that we are at the moment. It's a big gap, and I think that we just need to keep it. Shania Twain from 1998 says, Kurt, one that does good Dutch and doesn't want to try food. Oh, and is mute. Or man, yep, of course. If there's any females watching, get your men in. Or men, either way, you know. Holly Willoughby, but yep, that's it. That's who it is for me. If you could meet one player and who and why, I think I know the answer. It'd be Cancelo for me, just to show him how much I love him. Would you prefer to win the FA Cup or the Carabao Cup for the fourth time? The Carabao Cup for the fourth time, personally, to keep that record going. We're in a final of that at the moment. You know, FA Cup's still a chance to slip up. So let's get the first competition that comes to mind first. Jack Lee, what is your favourite Pilsner? Oh, it's a good question, that. Pilsner. It's a good one. Let's think about that. I've got a little bit of John Smith's. Don't mind a bit of John Smith's. That is not a Pilsner. I probably... All jokes aside, I don't mind a Corona. Nice bit of lime in there and a bit of ice. It's got to be a celebrity, otherwise we won't know who you're talking about. Yeah, very true, Andy. Very true. Charlie Everett says it was her birthday yesterday. It certainly was. I knew that. Although, you know, let's have a look. Mine would be at least early. Tied to Pistol Susanna Reid. Wow, Wonder Woman filmed us. Oh my god, there you go. Pringles. Pringles. Dupe, MCFC. The quad is on, it certainly is. Here we go. Go back up a little bit. Tom, if you could only have one Champions League, if you could only have one Champions League, Holly Willoughby. That's a good question. That I'd probably take the Champions League. I must say, I'd rather shut up all the people saying we can't win the Champions League before I have Holly. To be honest with you, because one is more realistic than the other. Let's just say that. Waffles over pancakes. How do I make my brew? It has to be Yorkshire tea, that's for sure. And how I like it is we put a bit of sugar in, 2 sugars, tea bag, and a bit of milk. I'll be back in a second. I'm not going anywhere. I just need to switch on my charger because for some reason it's not switched on. But yeah, 2 sugars and a bit of milk and a Yorkshire tea because no other tea is better. There we go. It means I'll be with you and not going to cut off and be embarrassed. So, here you go. What is your favourite stadium you've been to exclude the Premier League grounds? I'd probably say it's the Rhein-Neckar Arena in Hoffenheim, in Germany. It's not a massive ground. We went over there 3 years ago now to watch them play. And it's a bit of a different ground. It's not one of the big grounds like the Bernabeu and the other things like that. And Barcelona, Bayern Munich, their grounds. I must say, all those grounds have been great for City and to go and watch. But it has to be the Rhein-Neckar. Absolutely brilliant stadium. I remember we went there. There was travel and stuff, and different things means not a lot of us went, but we managed to win 2-1 in the last minute, and we took a good support, and just going abroad and enjoying City's the best feeling. It is. It's better than a normal away game, but other away games are good. But yeah, good question, Sean. So it'd be the Rhein-Neckar Arena in Hoffenheim. Has to be Wednesday, Dom. Fair enough. City's best match performance, I must say, Liverpool the other night, absolutely brilliant. I will meet Diaz or Aguero, fair enough. No, Tom, FA Cup always, yeah. But I agree, Tom. I agree, Chris. Probably so. But if you look at where we are at the moment, the Carabao's the first one to win, and I wouldn't like to see us losing the final to Spurs because a lot of people would just say going back to 1981. I would just want to meet the whole team. Yeah, exactly, Blue Mean. Tim Smith, hi lads, hi mate. Hope you're well, hi Tim. A lot of people are saying that. Had buttermilk this morning. I had buttermilk pants this morning with Nutella and fresh strawberries. That is very nice, Andy. That is very nice. Meanwhile, I was probably digging gravel on the golf course this morning whilst you were enjoying your pancakes. Tom, we haven't had a song in it. Oh no, not this again. I've done my song once. We need a song. There you go. Get in the comments what song you want me to sing. I'll sing one and then I'm off. I agree, Andy Milne has to be Wednesdale. Yeah, my dad loves Wednesdale. Andy still agree with that. Obviously, after City's gone, obviously do pay. My favourite stadium is the Santiago Bernabeu. Fair enough. You guys want a song? Say yes. Yeah, I can see it. Wonderwall. I'm not singing Wonderwall. Would you rather have Son or Kante? Or San or Kante? Son for me. I don't like Kane. Well, I do like Kane, but I must say, last night I didn't like how he was playing. PG Tips, Yorkshire Tea, ain't it? Yorkshire Tea, of course it is. Jingle all the way. No. Did you ever get to the Hoffenheim gate on time, Tom? I had a nightmare. Missed the first 2 goals, but Merlin made it worthwhile. Yes, we managed to get there on time. We were staying in a village about an hour away called Heppenheim an der Bergerstraße, Scott. It was a beautiful little village, and there was a few of us. We set off, and we got there just in time. Obviously, a bit of a pain to get there. There was a lot of problems with the train and stuff, but we got there some 2 hours before kickoff or something. So we were okay, but a lot of people did have problems, and with the first 2 goals being within the 8 minutes, they scored within a minute, and we all thought, oh, we've come out here for no reason. But yeah. As you'll know, Scott, it was a good ending in the end, and it was quite a nice trip. There was not any sort of trouble or anything. And although if you were traveling in a car, Scott, you'll probably remember this if you put it in the comments. The traffic out of there was an absolute nightmare, wasn't it? Absolute nightmare. I've tried to get Ilke Morbatat. My grandma can sing that very well. We've had Lynn, which is my nan. Let's get Grandma Kath on. She can sing Ilke Morbatat. She's good at that. She sings it well. What do you have on your pancakes? I don't have pancakes much often. If it is anything, it's probably a bit of maple syrup and some ice cream. Last Christmas, I'm not singing that. Over the Rainbow, says Shedders. Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. What song are you singing then? Honestly. And No Sugar, says when he's talking about tea. You got to have a bit. You got to have 2 sugars in there, Andy. Tom sing easy milk, tea, bag, water. Fair enough. A lot of people are asking me to sing here. We're not really here. Got to go all bye all in chat. All safe. Don't forget to smash the like button and share this live, please. Cheers, Tim. Take care, mate. We've got a chant. We've got Blue Moon. What's the song tonight? Sing. Fine then, guys. I'll sing a song. What do you... Right. The Q&A is done now. We've done that. We've covered tea. What female I'd like to go out with on dates. We've covered that. We've covered if tea bags, what tea bags you'd like. What is your favourite tea? So now it is time for you to tell me what song you want me to sing. Oh dear. Wonderwall. Oh God. Yeah, everybody's excited. Espresso, you can stick your Yorkshire tea where the sun don't shine back over hill into Yorkshire. There you go. We are not really here. Wonderwall. Last Christmas, I'm not singing that. Why do people want me to sing Wonderwall for? That's got the most at the moment. Oh dear. Honestly, the fact you want me to sing Wonderwall is bloody annoying because I don't want Song for Holly. Half the world away, absolute tune that, Jack. I agree with that. Wonderwall, Careless Whisper, says Ronnie Beaver. The Yaya Torre song, what the Colo Yaya one. Vincent Company. Yeah, a lot of people wanting me to sing Wonderwall. I want to break free. No, I don't. I want to. I'm not breaking free anyway. I got no option. I know that I get the lyrics. I know the lyrics for Wonderwall. Don't worry. I know all the lyrics. Yes. Sing Vincent Company, Tom. Yeah. We'll sing Vinnie Company's song. We've got a few of you requested that, and I guess it's city based to the leader. And I might sing a little bit of Wonderwall afterwards. Karaoke. Funnily enough, it's only karaoke when I'm on live, for some strange reason nobody else seems to do them. What about Frankie Goes to Ollie? The Power of Love? No. Wonderwall. I got a brand new combine harvest. Now we're just getting into taking the mick out of people from Yorkshire just because we like farming. Yaya Torre. So we'll sing the Yaya Torre song and we'll sing Wonderwall. We'll have a nice slow one and then we'll sing the Yaya Colo song. Hashtag Wonderwall. We'll keep that on the scene. So first we will do this one. The ya. I don't know. I don't think it goes like that. We'll sing 2 verses of that and then we'll sing a little bit of Oasis as well. So ya, Torre, Colo, Torre, ya, Torre, Colo, Torre. What a brilliant song. That is one of the best chants we've ever had to do. We've ever had that. That was, class. Louder. I'm not singing it any louder than that. You signed Phil Jones, we signed Kun Aguero. Certainly so. There we go. People are laughing and clapping me. Charlie Everett's laughing. With anybody else clapping? Everybody's clapping. Ooh, Yorkshire. Oh dear. So, as requested, you want Oasis. I'm not singing the whole thing because it's about 5 minutes long. You sound like Ariana Grande falling down the stairs. I will take that as a compliment, bearing in mind you've included Ariana Grande in that. I think, now Wonderwall. Well done, Tom. Laughing. That's awful. Yeah, do it. Tom singing for his Superman City Fan TV, picking on the poll. I know. Louder. Today's going to be the day. Start off. Yeah, okay. We'll start off that. Today's going to be the day that they're going to throw it back to you. And by now, it should have somehow. It's like, I've messed it up there. I'll start again. Today is going to be the day that they're going to throw it back to you. And by now, you should have somehow realized what you got to do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. And all the roads we have to walk are winding. And all the roads we lead us there are winding. There are many things that I would like to say to you, but I don't know how. I said, maybe you're going to be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my wonder wall. Honestly, anybody that's tuned in to me singing there, honestly, I do love it. I do, are we liking that? Close your eyes and it's Liam. It certainly is. Go, Tom. Laughing. Go, Tom. What's going on? Phyllis, Speak Blue Rabbit. I'm singing for the guys. Louder Fisherman Tom. I'm not singing anymore. Next week, I think we need Tom in a dress. You can buzz off. I'm not damaging my reputation that much. I'll sing Wonderwall for you. I'll sing any songs you want, but I'm not singing anything else. What are you watching, Dixon Cider? You're watching Tom Hudson sing for you. Cover your ears if you don't want your eardrums popped. Cheers, Duper. Kurt MCFC. He's giving us the music. There you go. You asked for a song. Hopefully that stopped you from asking now. I prefer chants. I do prefer chants. I have no idea. Thought I'd tuned into Supersonic documentary. Exactly. Go on. I don't have a good voice. It's poor. I know it's very bad. But you asked for a song, and I don't like to let you down. You got a chant, you got a song. Jokes, Tom, you did great. Thank you. I'm glad you're joking. The first thing I see when I come onto the live stream. Well done. Cheers. Thank you very much. So, guys, honestly, that ends a very, very nice evening. I've enjoyed having a good evening with you guys. We've covered who we've got in the next round of the cup. Tom, I miss you singing encore. No, thank you, Chris. You can play it back, my friend. You can play it back. I'm not singing anymore. So tonight we've covered the player ratings from last night's game against Swansea down in Swansea. We played well down there. We won 3-1. We've done the player ratings. We established that Jesus and Rodri were probably your main man of the matches. We did go for Rodri in the end. And that's what it's about. I'm happy. With what we did last night. So we move on to Spurs Saturday night. Join Andy and the guys tomorrow night. They are previewing the Spurs game. Another big game, so they will discuss that more tomorrow. That's what it's about. So yeah, and we've also done a little Q&A and a little sing song at the end as well, which will probably get the mick taken out of me from the lads on my mates. They'll probably screen record it, send it around, and have a laugh at me. But it's for you guys. And exactly, Dupe, you never let us down. Tom, you're a legend. I try my best. Well done, Tom, says Andy Mill. Are you bald? No, I'm not bald. I've got hair. Great stream, mate, as always. Cheers, Jack. Scott Williams says, top stuff, Tom. Dealt with the food stuff despite it being Andy's domain and banter with the plum laters. Blues, have a good one. Cheers. Jack Lee, get the likes up, Blues. Exactly. Another song, please. We're not singing again. Tom X Factor. Andy says you're a star, buddy. Come on, folks. That's got to be a thumbs up for the great play ratings by Tom. Thank you, Andy. Appreciate it. We're trying our best at the moment to give you as much as we can. Great live stream. All stay safe. Blue Moon. Well done, Tom. Go and enjoy some pancakes with maple syrup on Pancake Day. Great stuff. Dupe, Tom, really enjoyed this. Can't wait for next Thursday. Next Thursday we'll be back. I don't know when we are playing Everton. It could be another player ratings with a sing song. Who knows? If not, I'll do a full Q&A. We can get all the questions in. We can have a right good laugh. But it has to be football related for the first hour, and then we can talk about anything you'd like after it. Decent show, Tom. Cheers. When's the album out? I'll have to speak to my producers first, Ronnie, and I'll sort of give you an idea. Obviously, working with big production teams, like Simco, like Simon Cowell's production company. It's hard to release a date, especially in COVID times where you can't really record an album at the moment. It is tough, but I'll try my best. If not, I'll do it from my room. Top stream, mate. Lots of fun. Drop a like for the singing. Cheers, Kurt. I guess you're bald then. At least, Tom, 10 minutes Q&A every week, Tom. Yeah, exactly. We'll do a Q&A every week. That's what we'll do. We'll do a Q&A for 10 to 15 minutes every week just so you guys can enjoy it. That's a good idea. Dad, we'll do that. Everybody's laughing. Tom, top man. Cheers, Leonard. Take care, mate. Everton away. Goal. Chelsea 1-0. Chelsea 1-0. Up there you go. Tom, you're an absolute star, mate. We all love you. And I love you all too. You guys make my Thursday evenings after near enough a hard big day, big week with college and work and everything. It's good to come on here and relax with you guys. It's great. Make sure you like the stream. Come on and Barnsley score. Gagarin score. Golden buzzer for Tom. Thank you. Take care, Tom. Thank you. Take care, Leonard, mate. You have done great tonight, Tom. Wading through the banter. You've got to wade through it. That's what it's about. It's what it's about. I'm here to make you all enjoy an evening a little bit more than anything because we can't do anything really at the moment. So, even when we are allowed to come back to stuff, I'll still be here making you laugh. Hey up, bloody hell. Thanks a lot, Chris. Sell me too. Right. It could be one of my last streams. Oh, to be fair, I've got till the summer. The transfer window has closed. We're okay. You've got me till the summer. Maybe next season you won't see me because I might be going to someone. I might be going to Paris Saint-Germain fan TV at this rate with Mahrez. Anyway, it's been a pleasure as always, guys. Make sure you give the video a like, give it a share, share it around for my singing if it has to be that reason, and just keep safe, guys. Make sure you enjoy the rest of your evening. Subscribe. We're at 16k. On to the next road of 17k. Keep safe. Make sure you check out tomorrow night. There'll be a Friday night social about 9:30, I think. So make sure you come back for that. And as always, guys, up the Blues. Take care. And if I don't see you over the weekend, I will definitely see you next Thursday for another quality live vlog. So thank you guys for tuning in. Take care. And as always, up the city.